Afternoon. I'm Patricia Capella, Conference Manager for Clarion UX Food and Beverage Portfolio, which produces several industry trade shows, including the upcoming International Restaurant and Food Service Show of New York, which will be held March 8th through the 10th at the Javits Center in New York City. We do invite you to visit foodandbevshows.com for more information on all of our upcoming events. We appreciate you joining us today for our webinar, How to Double Your Sales in January, presented by Michael Thibault, CEO and founder of DFY Marketing Systems, who will discuss how restaurants can use his successful promotions to increase their sales. A few housekeeping notes before the presentation begins. All audience members are on listen-only mode, which means you are muted. We will be monitoring audience engagement on the dashboard and encourage you to participate by using the question pane. There will be time for questions and answers at the end of the session. This webinar, as well as others in our series, will be made available on our website in the coming week. Now let me turn the program over to Michael. Michael?
Thank you so much, and I'm super excited to be here today because we're going to be talking about growing sales in the month of January when typically restaurants are really slow. But I'm going to give you all the information. I'm going to give you the complete promotion. I'm going to also give you a couple different ways to use that promotion to fill your restaurant the entire year. So this promotion not only works to pump up sales in January, but it works to pack restaurants every month of the year. So I'll show you exactly how to do that. And like I said, I'll give you the whole promotion and all the insider tricks and tips that we've done this promotion with thousands of different restaurants over the past 15 years. And the reason I'm talking about this right now is because we're coming up obviously on our busy holiday season for restaurants with holiday parties in December, Christmas parties, families, companies. And what happens in January is everybody goes away and your sales really start to take a big decline from December. And you're wondering, well, what the heck can I do about that in the month of December to prevent that from happening in January? So this is really a promotion where we leverage all the business we have in December and all the different guests and customers that we have coming in to use that to pack restaurants in the month of January. I call it digging the well before you thirst, and that's what you want to do with your marketing. You definitely don't want to panic, when I get a call from a restaurant owner and it's the second week in January and they're like, I really need something to pump my sales up in January. It's kind of late. So it's good to plan your promotions out 2 to 3 months in advance so you know what you're doing, and that way you have a better chance of being a successful promotion for your restaurant. But remember this, dig the well before you thirst, okay? It's an old Chinese proverb. And like I said, we don't want empty seats in January. We want January to be as packed as it is in the month of December, and that's what this promotion does, fills seats in January. So what you're going to learn on the webinar today is a secret to using this promotion to fill your restaurant in the month of January. Again, like I said, I'm going to give you the entire promotion, and I'll show you how other restaurants utilize this and the little tips and tricks that they have, and I'll give you those insider secrets. And also the one mistake to avoid making when doing this promotion that could just absolutely kill the promotion for you. So I'll tell you what not to do. And like I said, I'm going to give you some secrets from restaurant owners that have used this to generate additional $60,000 in sales in the month of January with 80% redemption rates, which is huge in the restaurant industry. Also, how to get your staff involved and excited about this promotion, because they're the ones really that have to be involved with this because they're on the front line. And at the end, I will give you a very special gift just for coming to this webinar. So appreciate it. And this really is, now I've been, like I said, doing this promotion for the past 15 years, and this is the best promotion of the year. It's the most successful. It's been time tested. It's been proven by thousands of restaurants. It's actually been around longer than 15 years, but I've been doing it for restaurant owners for the past 15 years. Works in any location in the United States. Actually, we do it all over the world now. Any size restaurant, small, works for carry out, dine-in, casual, any style. We do it for barbecue restaurants, pizza, fine dining. Like I said, Italian, Mexican, pretty much runs the gamut. Even do it for bakeries and bars. So this promotion works for any one of those different styles of restaurants. So real quick, I'll give you a brief, I call it my mercifully brief introduction about me. So I'm known as a done for you marketing guy for restaurants because I was a restaurant owner myself, and I know how busy you are. And you're busy running your restaurants, taking care of your guests, dealing with your staff. So I don't believe in just telling you. I give you options to have the whole thing done for you. Also, I'm CEO of Done For You Marketing Systems, like Patricia mentioned. Also, I speak internationally on restaurant marketing, both print and digital, and I'm a published contributor author of 4 different marketing books. But my proudest achievement is I was an independent restaurant owner and caterer for over 21 years in the great state of Michigan, so just about 35 miles north of Detroit. So the last restaurant you can see I sold there, which was on Lake St. Clair, it was called Waves. It was a Polynesian restaurant. So had a lot of fun with that, especially like we are right now with the 8-9 inches of snow. So I sold that 15 years ago and started helping restaurant owners make more money from their restaurants. This I consider this promotion now is a bounce back promotion. It's like I said, it's #1 restaurant promotion. It's bounce back because we're doing something where we're going to get our customers back into the restaurant. Okay, so I call it a bounce back promotion. And it's much more difficult to go out and get a new customer than it is to get your existing customers to come back to your restaurant. In fact, it's 6 to 7 times more expensive to go out and get that customer. This promotion is centered around getting your existing customers to come back more often and spend more money at your restaurant, specifically targeting the month of January because it's so slow for restaurant owners. So this is a bounce back promotion. And also remember, it's much more expensive to go out and get a new customer because we're so distracted nowadays, right? And a little, I'm not going to get into the whole formulaic theory, but everybody should know what the lifetime value of a customer is. And actually, back in the day, from the National Restaurant Association, if you take care of your customers, which I know everybody on this call does, they'll stay with you for an average of 5 years. And actually, from the NRA, the lifetime value of a customer is $6,552 based on 2 visits a month for a casual restaurant. So everybody should know how the value of a lifetime customer, so you know how much you can spend to go out and get a new customer or do promotions. So you might have heard of this, and a lot of corporates do it. I specialize in independents. This is called the red envelope no peaking promotion, and I'll give you all the reasons why this promotion works so well packing restaurants in the month of January, but I like it because it's so simple. So you can see a picture of the red envelope at the top of your screen, and it's a number 10 red envelope with some print on the outside, and I will tell you exactly what goes on the outside of the envelope. Now, inside the envelope, there's a certificate with a prize inside from your restaurant. So the promotion works is you pass these envelopes out sealed, hence the name No Peaking, to your guests in the month of December when you're busy, and they bring them back in the month of January to see what they won when they're not so busy. And they can't open it up. It has to be opened by one of your staff when they're at the table. So I'm going to briefly tell you all the secrets that we've learned over the past 15 years, how this has become the #1 promotion for packing restaurants in the month of January. Okay, now I'll also give you see this screen when you see Santa Claus. You're going to know this is an insider secret tip from all the different thousands of restaurants that we've done this promotion for. So you'll see quite a few of these throughout the presentation. You're going to want to write those down because they are really good tips to making lots of sales from this one promotion. So why does this promotion work so well? #1, first and foremost, it's simple. It's not complicated. And you want to keep your promotion simple. Restaurant owners like simple things that work. And that's why we really developed this promotion and kind of made it easy, very easy for restaurant owners. So it's simple. It's a red envelope with a prize inside. You pass them out in the month of December. Your customers bring them back in the month of January to see what they won. And #2 is it's called slipstream marketing. And what I mean by that is it's already what's on your customer's mind using that to help make this promotion more successful. So it's a holiday theme, right? It's a red envelope. You got presents on the outside. It fits in with the holiday theme, and your customers can't wait to bring them back. It's like that lottery ticket, right? When you get that lottery ticket, you can't wait to see what you won, and everybody thinks they won, the $62 million prize. So plays a lot on the curiosity of your customers, and it's inexpensive. And I know everybody likes that out there because there's no postage cost. You actually hand these out to your customers, which is another big point because it's getting into the hands of the people that already like you, your existing customers in December. And I love this promotion because a lot of people that haven't tried your restaurant before, that come with family, come with, maybe it's a company party, or, it's people just out shopping around. So this is a great way to start a habit of new customers coming back to your restaurant. So that's why it works so well. Also, it's not boring. Don't be boring with your marketing, okay? Nobody goes out to a restaurant to be bored. They go to a restaurant to have fun, to forget about their daily troubles, and to have someone else take care of them. So remember, when you're doing anything in your restaurant, don't be boring, but especially your marketing, okay? And you have to do something different to get to stand out against your competition. So just a couple of real quick restaurant owners, what they've experienced when they've done this promotion. And here's one from Angel Harper from Mocha Cabana. Red envelope sales were just over $60,000 in January. Another one from Brian from the Rusty Keg. FYI, was a great January. We had a 60% redemption rate, increased sales by nearly $25,000, up from the previous 2 years. Also, Brent from Ingrain Brewing Company, huge success for our restaurant, and our customers love it, and they saw a great ROI. So I love this promotion because it's interactive, right? And it's fun for your customers and your staff. So it's not a boring promotion, and it creates a lot of excitement. I'm going to tell you how to use that excitement to help make more sales for your restaurant in January. But again, to recap real quick, how does it work? Number one is you pass the envelopes out to your customers in December. I suggest one to each table. There's different parties at the table. I get the question a lot. Go ahead, hand those out to each party because they come back separately, and they're going to come back and they're getting more envelopes. That's great because that means they keep coming back in January multiple times. So don't be afraid, to give those out. Step two, your customers bring the envelopes back in January to see what they've won. Step three, your register's ringing with sales and cash from hungry customers with red envelopes in the month of January. So that's why I like this. It's simple and it works. And to get this promotion to be a success, so I'm going to give you some insider tips, tricks, and secrets right now. But it's all about these two simple details. Number one is the headline. You got to have a good headline. And a good headline is to add up all the value of your prizes. And this is kind of the default that we use, just to show you an example. But you'd have your restaurant's name. So if ABC Restaurant, it's our $10,000 holiday giveaway, okay? Because that's a big number and it gets people's attention. All right, so have a good headline. The way you do that is to simply add up the value of all your prizes, okay? That'll give you your total. And the big prize. And I can't stress this enough. The amount and the type of prizes you have has a big effect on how successful this promotion is. You don't have to, give away the world. You don't have to give away $62 million like they do on the lottery, but everybody thinks they're holding the envelope with the big prize. So you want to pick a prize that's going to capture the attention of your customers and motivate them to come back to your restaurant in the month of January. So it's all about the offer. It's all about the big prize. So you're probably, thinking right now, well, all right, well, what are some really good big prize examples? I'll give them to you. All right, and these are taken from 15 years of experience working with different restaurateurs that have seen huge returns in the month of January and using this promotion all year long. But a real easy one, and they're relatively inexpensive now, especially around the holiday season, is a big screen TV, because everybody loves a big screen TV. Now, if you get a big screen TV or something that's physical for a big prize, I highly suggest putting it out in your lobby, somewhere in the restaurant, putting it on display, a little sign that says, hey, win this for a red envelope, no peeking promotion. So big screen TV is an easy one. And like I said, they're relatively inexpensive and they capture people's attention. I've had restaurant owners that, find trips and get deals for, 3-day trips to the Caribbean, Jamaica, Bahamas, Vegas. Those are all very good big prize examples as well. You want to get something that people are going to go, oh, I'd love to win that. And trips are a good one. And gift card to your restaurant, right? If you're a higher end restaurant, I have a lot of steakhouses that actually give away a $500 gift card, or $250, even a $100 gift card. Whatever fits in, with your restaurant. It's going to be different for everybody. But the bigger you can go, the bigger bang for your marketing buck you're going to get and capture their attention. So, go as big as you can on the gift card. Here's one that's super easy. Popular menu item for free for 1 year. Now, I'll tell you how do you do this. So if it's just say it's a pizzeria, so you're going to give away pizza for a year. It's one certificate for each month for free pizza, okay? It's not where they can come in every day for a year and eat for free. It's a certificate for each month for whatever item. If it's a steakhouse, maybe it's a free steak. Like I said, a free pizza, you pick. iPads and laptops work really well too, especially when you put them on display. People like the electronics, so anything that you can think about or get on sale works really, really well. Here's one that I used to do when I had my restaurants, a catered party. So I had a large catering company. We actually gave away a catering party for 20 people. And you can put your restrictions on that. But we would come to their house and cater a party. We had one that did a Super Bowl party because it's right around Super Bowl time, right? First week in February. So you can, do a Super Bowl party if you have a sports bar maybe, or, whatever fits into your theme. If you do catering, that's a great idea for you. Or a unique experience. I've had a restaurant owner in Wells, Maine that, has a lobster day dinner where you go down to the docks with the restaurant owner, pick out your lobster, he comes back, he entertains them in the restaurant, they prepare it, and they get to invite, 4 or 5 of their friends. And it's a very unique experience. Like I said, don't be boring with your marketing or your prizes. So something that's unique to your restaurant and that'll capture your customers' attention. Sporting events, concert tickets work really, really well also. So, anything that you have, if you have a big sports town, I have a client that did this, and he's in Packers territory in Wisconsin, right? And he gave away everything was sports memorabilia, sports themed for all his prizes. He had an 80% redemption rate. Okay, so it was a sports bar. Obviously, his customers are, really like sports. But it does have to do with the big prize and the other prizes that you're giving away. So you want something good that's going to motivate them to come back. But, as long as it fits in with your restaurant, like I said. So pick whatever works for you. So an insider secret to giving away the big prize. I used to do this, and I have lots of clients that do this. Have a party, right? You can have a drawing. So what we did is had like put in 50 golden tickets in these envelopes, and then they came to a party at our restaurant where we drew the winner for the big prize, and we'd give away a trip. So I've typically put out some appetizers. I paid for the appetizers, ran a cash bar that way. We actually made money on it. Plus, it's a great social media event to get people excited. And then we had, the names listed on the board, and we had a lot of fun with it. So that's a really good insider tip to get a lot of attention for this. Like I said, display your prize. If you're doing a big screen TV or a barbecue grill, put that out front and, let people know that they can win that. And never miss a photo opportunity. Here's a trick. So when the big prize winner is drawn, get a photo with them in front of something that has your restaurant's name on it, because you're going to want to post that on social media everywhere and do a press release. And you want people to know what restaurant they won that at. So, take a picture, but take a picture of you or your manager and the person who won the big prize in front of something that has the name of your restaurant. So that's a good tip for any photos. Also, don't release the winner till after the contest period's over with, okay? So typically, pass these out in the month of December. They're they're able to be redeemed January 1st through January 31st. Don't release the owner of the big prize because everybody thinks they won the big prize till after January 31st, okay, the redemption period. So that's a good tip for you. Smaller prizes. So I always get the question, how many prizes should I give away? We recommend 4 to 6, okay? And that includes, your bigger prize. Some smaller prize examples, because, and you're in control how many, of each prize, a percentage off, 20% off your bill today, 50% off, 30, 10, whatever fits in for your restaurant. Free dessert, I have a lot of restaurant owners that do this. And these typically free dessert or free appetizer make up the majority of the certificates, okay? So that's what they use as the smaller prizes. Maybe a free beverage, and I'll talk about that in a second. If you have a loyalty program, give them double points. People love double points. And that way you're not taking anything off either or reducing their check, okay? Double points work really well. Also, one thing with the free dessert and free app, they might try something they haven't tried before, which help you increase sales in the future going forward. Free entree or BOGOs. I have a lot of restaurant owners that do, free entree or buy one, get one, okay? And I'll talk about restrictions in a minute as well, because you're probably thinking about that. And like I said, BOGOs are very popular as well. So, this is important. This is very important. This is what I call a writer downer. It's an insider secret from Santa, so nobody feels bad. You put the lowest prize on the outside of the envelope, like free beverage, but don't put any of those certificates inside any of your envelopes because nobody likes to win the lowest prize. Okay, so we put, how grocery stores will they call them lost leaders by the cash register. This is actually the opposite. So we don't want anybody to feel bad. So put something, like I said, like free beverage is an easy one. Put that on the outside and don't include any of those certificates. How many total certificates and prizes for each? Like I said, it really is up to you. If you have questions, you can call my office and I'll give you the number after the presentation and we can help you out with that. But really, it's up to you. And typically your big prize, you're only going to give one. You can see this envelope has a $100 gift card. There might be a couple, 2 to 3 in there, but the majority of the certificates are typically what you feel comfortable with. The double points, free appetizers, 10%, free dessert, whatever it is. But don't put the lowest prize in. Nobody likes to win the lowest prize. So what do you put on the certificate? Well, you're going to put the prize that they won, right? And also, if you're going to do this promotion yourself, you want to make sure they can't see through the envelope because it kind of ruins the whole thing. And with smartphones now, people hold up the flashlight, to the inside of the envelope. So you have to be careful, how you print and how dark the envelopes are. We have a security printing that actually is printed on the inside of the envelope so nobody can peek through because it kind of ruins it, when they think they have the big prize and they're actually peeking through and they see that they've won a free appetizer. You can put whatever restrictions you want, right? One per table, not valid with any other offers. That's totally customizable and up to you. Make sure you have an expiry date on there, okay? Depending on how long you want to run this, I recommend January 1st through January 31st. I do have customers that do this different times out the year for 45 days. I even have some auto repair shops that do this. So, that go 60 days. For restaurants, though, you typically want to target the month of January, so go with the 30-day expiry date. And I get this question a lot. Well, can they redeem the prize on the visit or the next visit? That's up to you. Most of our customers, our restaurant owners, redeem it on that visit, okay? So they sit down, they open up the prize. Believe me, if they won the big prize, they're going to spend some money in your restaurant, okay? Because you just gave them a really nice prize. So as soon as they sit down, they have the envelope, have your survey, open it up, and they can see exactly what they want. Because you want them feeling good about this, right? You don't want people getting upset and feeling bad about this promotion. You want it to feel good promotion. You want to get them excited. I've seen restaurants that have them valid only certain days of the week. So if you're really busy, or you have a special promotion or something going on in January, special event, it's okay to put it's only valid certain days of the week. On the certificate also, make sure you have your contact information, especially if it's a certificate that they can redeem on the next visit, all right? So that's what you want to have on there. Also, you need to remind them, right? There's two different ways to promote this. A reminder campaign in January and also to let them know that you have this in December. Good way to do that is to email your list and let them know, hey, we're doing this promotion. And then the month of January, hey, you can bring your envelopes back and see what you want. This promotion just cries for social media, especially video. I have restaurant owners that, videotape their customers when they win the prize, the big prize. I mean, you never know, right? But once they open it up, they're all excited. So you want to get that on video and post it on your Facebook, your Instagram, Pinterest. Take pictures this is how you get things to go viral online for social media. So make sure you got a mobile phone. I'm sure your staff all has mobile phones on them. You post it on your website, right, that you're doing this promotion. Let them know on your homepage, and then feel free post, the winner of it. If you're doing a monthly newsletter, put it in your newsletter that you're doing it. Let people know, in the month of December, and then let them know in January to bring it back. Like I said, video. YouTube loves this kind of stuff. It's great. If you have a text list, you can text your customers and let them know, hey, come on in. We're giving away these red envelopes with a prize inside in the month of December to bring back in January. And put table tents. You can put table tents out right now if you plan on doing this promotion and get people excited, right? Nothing wrong with that. Get your staff talking about it. But here, with any of your marketing, you want to use multiple channels of marketing because you don't know which channel your guests and customers are going to be looking at. So I always get this question, Mike, should I be sending email? Yes. Mike, should I be posting this on social media? Yes. Should I be doing print? Yes. It's yes. Multiple channels for your marketing is how you're going to be successful really with any of your marketing. So this is what we do for our clients that do this. It's called our supercharger. And what we do is we customize an email. So this is one that goes out, in the month of December, tells them to stop in and pick the envelope up. So we send one out in the month of December and we send two out done for you in the month of January because that's when you remind them to bring their envelopes back, okay? And you want to show off your winners, right? Have a winner board. You can put a winner board. You can take a Polaroid, post it up there. And here's our no peeking holiday red envelope winners. And, let other people know, and that'll remind them to bring their envelopes back. Like I said, put it on YouTube, Facebook, let everybody know, and it's a good way to create some excitement around your restaurant in your community. Here is a very, very key part of this whole promotion is to get your staff engaged. I can't stress this enough. Number one, if the staff isn't behind it, they're not going to pass out the envelopes. So what we do is we include instructions, on how to have a meeting and go over the details for your staff, for all the restaurants that order from us. But you're definitely going to want to get your staff engaged and have a meeting, explain it to them. It's not fair to your staff, if they don't know fully all the details and what's going on. You want that with any promotion. Have a contest, right? Whoever passes out the most envelopes or whoever gets the grand prize back, give them a little incentive. Have a little fun with them because you want your staff, to have a good time with this with your customers. Go over the rules. That's important. There's no peeking. If they can't bring multiple envelopes back to the table at once, excuse me, you want to go over all that with your staff and get their input on prizes. They know. They talk to your customers. They're one of your best sources of information for any of your marketing. So talk to your staff. Get them engaged. Ask them, hey guys, what do you think our customers would like for prizes? This is what I think. Show them how it's going to help them. If you want them to buy in, on anything, you got to show them how it's going to help bring business in your restaurant in the month of January and how they're going to benefit, which means they're going to make more tips, they're going to be busier, get more shifts. It's just a really great promotion that works well for everybody. But number one, get your staff excited. This is a fun promotion. You want your staff to be excited about it because they're going to get your customers excited. So make sure, like I said, you go over all the details, have a meeting, but get them excited about this promotion. They're the ones passing out the envelopes. You want to make sure that they're passing them out, because this promotion doesn't work if you don't pass out the envelopes. So another insider secret to get new customers with this promotion. I have a lot of restaurant owners that pass this out to other local businesses. So they'll pick out local businesses that they feel that their customers frequent. Like when I had my restaurant, there was a World's Gym right around the corner from us. A lot of my customers used to work out there. So I went over there and gave them a bunch of envelopes, said, hey, pass these out to some of your customers. And, they bring them back in the month of January. It's super simple, and that's why I love this promotion. But it works like gangbusters getting new customers into your restaurant as well. Gas stations. Think about businesses that put through a lot of people. Gas stations put through a lot of customers. So I targeted my local gas stations in the area. Like I said, gyms, I gave you an example. Flower shops, especially during the holidays, they put through a lot of customers. Bakeries, they put through a lot. And retail stores, right? It's the holiday season, everybody's shopping. So retail stores work really, really well, to partner up with. So it's a great way to get new customers, find a high traffic business in your local area. So how do you do this all year long, right? How do you make this promotion successful all year long? Well, I have a lot. Okay, so I have quite a few restaurants when they come in, redeem their envelope in January, and they get their prize. So they give them their prize right there, free appetizer, free dessert, whatever it is. Then they'll give them another bounce back offer for the month of February, right? And I have a lot of clients that do this promotion all year long, and I'll give you some examples in a second. But here's a great one. And there's nothing wrong with doing this either. If you want to build your email list, right, on your certificate, you can have them fill out their name and their email, their birth date. You can use this as a lead capture. Why does it work so well? Because you're giving them something. They're feeling good about your restaurant, okay? So it's an awesome way to build your list. And like I said, we do this all year long for our restaurant clients, and just theme it out. So you can pass them out in February, or you can pass them out in January, have them redeem it for Valentine's Day, St. Patty's Day. The second most successful promotion that we do is Christmas in July, because sometimes those, depending on where you're at, those summer months are slow. So you can pass them out in the month of July to bring them back in August. So that works really, really well. So this promotion can work all year long. All right. So when it's, like I said, when it's time to peak, remind them, put them in your email, newsletter, website, video, and this works great for social media. Show other people that are excited. A couple other real quick notes for some other restaurants that have done this. Eddie from Skiers Mediterranean, love Eddie. Our guests love it, and the wait staff and our customers are all excited. Best of all, our sales were up again. Oktoberfest restaurant, I can say that the red envelope promotion is definitely one of the promotions for us staying in the black for the month. And Zarina from Breakwall Food and Spirits, red envelope promotion, brought in additional revenue in January, and people said, we hope we do it again next year. They love this promotion, your customers. That's another reason why it works so well. So I've kind of gone over things really quick. And I know this sounds like a ton of work. Actually, I think that was me after a 12-hour shift in the kitchen in one of my restaurants. So I know how much work this is. So I'm going to tell you real quick how you can get the whole promotion done for you. Okay, so it's called our Done For You No Peaking System. So this is what we do for our restaurant clients. We'll actually help you pick the prize, right, that fits for your restaurant, and from the experience of doing it for thousands of restaurants over the past 15 years, what works well. Okay, and we're going to design everything for you, the envelopes and the certificates. And like I said, use our security envelopes so people can't see through the envelope. I heard that from so many different clients, and the security envelopes work really, really well. But here's the big part, right? It's all the printing, stuffing, sealing. We take care of all that, because that can be a ton of work, okay? And we'll ship them to you directly in time to pass out to your customers in the month of December to pack your restaurant in January. And like I said, we go over all the instructions, and there's a ton of support for this promotion to make sure it's super successful for you in the month of January. We're actually the largest supplier of this promotion in the restaurant industry. We're over 1 million plus envelopes, and that's just in the past couple of years. So we do quite a bit. Now, because you are on this webinar, we have a bunch of free gifts for you. So you get your own personalized marketing consultant. And like I said, we'll help you choose the prizes, go over, quantities, answer any questions. And also we don't charge a plate or print charge, for each certificate. Because I hate when companies do that, right? There's all these extra charges, and we don't put any extra charges. The price is the price. And also because you're on this webinar, free shipping. So that's right, I will pay for your postage to ship these to your restaurant. All right. So if you order this today, I'll give you a code and you can punch it in and you will get free shipping. So your secret code is ELF1. That's ELF, the number 1, to get free shipping, to have this whole thing done for you by my staff. Okay. So ELF1, also caps and lowercase works. And you can get these envelopes for as low as 42 cents per envelope. This is definitely the least investment that you can make for the biggest return. And there's a special webpage set up just for everybody that's on this webinar today. It's www.nopeakingpromotion.com. So that's nopeakingpromotion.com. So you can head over there and use the promo code, and I give you the whole promotion. You can see testimonials from all different types of restaurants and everything. The red envelope, there's an example, the certificates, and all the information that I went over today about prizes will be on the website for you as well. So don't spend your time stuffing and sealing and licking all those envelopes or having your staff. You're too busy in the month of December, right? You got holiday parties, you're taking care of customers. So anything you can have done quicker, cheaper, better, do it. It's called leverage in the business. So don't do that. Remember, dig the well before you thirst. We want your December is going to be packed. You're going to be busy, and we want to make sure that we have that for January as well. So that is the special webpage and promo code, nopeakingpromotion.com, ELF1. So I'm going to bring Patricia back up.
Yes, thank you, Michael. That was such a terrific presentation. I love all of this information. I have to throw in there, a friend of ours did this last year at one of the independent restaurants in my hometown, and it was very successful for them. So thank you for sharing your expertise. We do have some questions from the audience, and I was going to see the first question we have here is, how do you keep track of the winners if they lose the paperwork?
Keep track of the winners if they lose the paperwork. You mean I'm not sure I'm following that one. The certificates. The best way to do it is, if you want to track your big prizes, like restaurants typically don't track like free appetizer, free dessert, and they do that through their POS system because it's easy to program. But the larger prizes, you're going to want to have a form, really simple, that they fill out. And, it typically with the larger prizes, you're only going to give 10 to 20, depending on what your larger prizes are. So you're definitely going to want to have something where they can fill their name, mobile phone number, and you're going to want to get their email also, so you can follow up with them after, the giveaway period is over with. So yeah, you're definitely going to want to have something handwritten as well.
Okay, thank you. And the next question, can you personalize the envelopes and cards with the restaurant's logo?
Yes, we can. That is an additional charge to have the logo on there, typically because that's artwork, and it doesn't show up real well because it's black print, depending on your logo. If it's a simple logo, best thing to do is to call my office, which the number is on the website, and I'll bring the screen back up in a second. and they can help you out because they can look at your logo on your website, or you can send it to them and they can let you know. But if it's a simple logo, yes. If it's something that's multicolored and wouldn't look good, they know. So that's a great question. On the certificates, yeah, that's not an issue. But on the envelope, we definitely have the restaurant's name. We can put any print lettering on there, but with artwork, you got to be careful.
Thank you. And actually, do you mind going back to the previous slide so we can show everyone the promo code? They can copy that if they need. Thanks. The next question we had, this is great for the holidays. Do the envelopes for other months come in different colors or have different messaging?
Absolutely. We can get any color envelope. This is the only time of the year that we do just red envelopes because we do so many of them. Like we do over 500,000 red envelopes this month, and red fits in with the holiday theme. We do for Easter, we do purple, we do yellow. For St. Patty's Day, we do green. We can do virtually any color envelope for any time in the month. And like I said, my one sports bar, he did it in August, and I think he used the Packer colors, and he passed them out in August to bring back in September, and it worked super well. And it wasn't themed around any holiday. It was just starting the football season, right? So yeah, we can do any theme, any color envelope.
That sounds like a lot of fun. The next question, if you have a customer who comes in every day, do you give them an envelope every time they come in?
That's a really good question, and that would be, the individual restaurant's call. My feeling is, I mean, if someone's coming in every day, you want to take care of that person. You like that person. If they're spending money in your restaurant every day, maybe they'll come in twice a day in the month of January, when they have the envelope. So that's really an individual restaurant's call, and I have, the biggest question I get is, well, is it one per table or one per party? And, my feeling, and they always ask, well, if they come in a couple of times, do I give them more envelopes? And it's like, yeah, absolutely, because you're only going to redeem one at a time in January. So they have to keep coming back to your restaurant in the month of January. That's why this promotion works so well. And if there's different, in December, you're going to get a lot of holiday parties. So there's going to be a bunch of different people. Give them all, one envelope if they're not together, because they're going to come back at different times and bring different people with them. So this is kind of like, I keep saying viral. It's a viral promotion, and that's why it works so well, in January.
Thank you. Does this promotion work also for quick service and takeout?
Yes, it does, and also for delivery, which works really well. They give it to the delivery driver, and we can walk them through that. It works. I have a lot of bakeries that do this, and that's quick serve. Typically, I'll give you a hint, with say a bakery or a quick serve. So you eliminate them, just buying a pop and redeeming the envelope. A lot of my bakeries and quick service will, on the outside of the envelope, put down, when they bring it back in the month of January, a minimum purchase. Whatever the minimum purchase is that fits for your style restaurant. If it's $5, $10, whatever it is. So it works really, really well.
Great, thank you. We have two more questions. The next one, what type of response can a restaurant expect from this promotion?
I've seen everything from 20% to 80%. But I'm going to tell you, a lot has to do with the prizes. You need to have a good big prize to get people excited and get them talking. And also, those subsequent prizes. Like I said, the highest I've seen, was Tom from, the sports bar. And like I said, he gave away all 5 of his prizes were very good prizes. So the response rate has a lot to do with the prizes that you're giving. And that, they don't have to be expensive. Just make them fun. It's something people want that fits in with your restaurant theme. And like I said, that, pizza, if you got a pizza place, pizza for a year, right? Like, it's inexpensive. It sounds phenomenal, and people love it. So, maybe you give a couple of those away, and and typically, like I said, you'll see between a 20. I know it's a wide range, but it's all over the board, and my staff is awesome at walking people through this and say, hey, with other restaurants that your style of restaurant fit that category, here's some of the prizes that they gave away that worked really, really well. Because we send surveys and follow up afterwards, to everybody that does this promotion, so we get a lot of feedback from restaurant owners. So get your staff involved, get them engaged, make sure they don't have any questions, and pick some good prizes.
Great, thank you. And our last question is, when you're doing this promotion, is this something that you carry out for all 30 days of December, or, could you do a 1 week of passing out the red envelopes? What do you suggest?
I suggest 30 days. And if you run out, at least you've given them all out, right? Because you don't want to be, end up with envelopes at the end of December. But it doesn't really hurt because you can keep passing them out in the month of January as well. Most, I'd say 99.9% of my restaurant owners that do this promotion pass them out at least 3 to 4 weeks in the month of December. So I say get them as quickly as possible and start handing them out right away. So, and obviously we're getting close here to December 1st, and it takes a lot of time, to design, print, and stuff. And we're really good at this, but you don't want to wait. You want to act now, especially to get me to pay for your shipping.
Actually, Michael, we had one more question come in, and it kind of relates to what you were just saying. So if you don't mind, we'll
Sure.
ask it quick. So the question is, are they too late for this year, and how much time do you need?
No, they're not too late at all. So I mean, if you want the free shipping, you got to go there today and put the code in, and take action. We'll take orders all the way up until, the end of this week and next week. After that, it's kind of difficult to get it before December 1st. Just because of the amount of work that goes into, like I said, designing, printing, stuffing, getting them all together, and then shipping them to you. Now, when we ship them, we separate the prizes. So what prize is which, or we can mix them all up. So we'll take care of that for you. But we're getting close on production time. So that's, why obviously I put the free shipping in, because I want you to take advantage of this. But we are getting close, so you need to take action, to get these in time for December 1.
Great. Well, thank you again so much for sharing all this great information. I just want to remind everyone that there will be an email being sent out that will include a recording of this, so you can review everything, and just in case you didn't copy the promotion code down, and Michael's information. But again, it's always great to have you, Michael. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope everyone has a great rest of their afternoon.
Thank you.